But never before any game did they have a talk as frank and personal as the one they had before the Super Bowl against the Falcons. Brady's mother had not been able to attend any games during the season, and Tom Sr. had made it only to the Sunday night game against Seattle, a nail-biting loss. "I'm glad Mom's here tonight," Tom told Kraft, "but I feel bad Myra can't be here for this one." "They're both here," Kraft said of Galen and his deceased wife. He paused. The rumble of the pregame ceremonies echoed through the cavernous bowels of NRG Stadium. The owner looked his quarterback squarely in the eyes. He saw grit, determination, and that fire that he recognized whenever Brady's back was against the wall, or whenever these biggest of moments were at hand. "Let's win this one for Mom," Kraft said. "Let's dedicate it to Mom." Brady welled up with tears as he fought back the emotion of the moment, struggling to maintain his focus and composure. He leaned forward and gave Kraft a bear hug and kissed him on the cheek. "Let's go," he said. They released their embrace, gave each other another nod, and number 12 turned back toward his troops. While he had always been able to compartmentalize the chaos around him, it was undeniable that his mother remained on his mind. While his father was Tom's most vocal supporter and protector, Galen Brady had always been the family's calming force. Now that calm was shaken by the turbulence of a deadly disease. As Brady walked back to his locker, he passed the running backs, including James White. A former fourth-round pick out of Wisconsin, White had celebrated his 25th birthday just a few days earlier. White grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. His father was a police officer and his mother a probation officer. The rules were strict in the White home for James and his older brother Tyrone. Because both parents were in law enforcement, they knew all the pitfalls that trapped so many young men in Miami-Dade County and put far too many on the path to prison rather than college. "There were a lot of rules. They were tough on us," White told the authors of this book. "They tried to keep us on the right path. They shaped me and my brother into who we are." Athletics also ran in the family. James's father, Tyrone White Sr., was a wide receiver at Missouri Valley College before transferring to Florida A&M. James's uncle played for the University of Minnesota. James White had a regular season with the Patriots under his belt and was adjusting well to NFL life, including splitting time with a talented backfield that also included Dion Lewis and LeGarrette Blount. While Blount had rushed for 1,100 yards and 18 touchdowns and was generally the featured back, White had emerged during the season as a reliable weapon as he got more touches due to the absence of Lewis, who spent the first half of the season rehabbing from a 2015 ACL injury. "I don't necessarily see it as fighting for playing time. I see it as just competing," White said. "I think it's always good to have multiple guys in the backfield. It makes the offense more versatile. It wears the defense down when you can bring a fresh guy in. Guys that can do different things, or two people out on the field at the same time. It keeps the defense off balance. I like it. It keeps guys fresh. I think it just makes the team overall better." Splitting time was nothing new for White. In fact, it was something he'd been used to his whole playing career. At Fort Lauderdale's St. Thomas Aquinas High School, he was a standout back on a national championship team that also featured Cincinnati Bengals back Giovanni Bernard. During his senior year in high school, White rushed for over 1,000 yards and 20 touchdowns, earning him his nickname, Sweet Feet. At Wisconsin, he was in a world-class Badgers backfield that included 3 other NFL talents: John Clay, who played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Monte Ball, who played for the Broncos and Patriots, and Los Angeles Chargers star Melvin Gordon. During White's freshman year, he rushed for nearly 1,100 yards and 14 touchdowns on a Badger squad that was ranked number 5 in the nation and lost in the Rose Bowl to undefeated Texas Christian University, which was led by Bengals quarterback Andy Dalton. When White was a senior, he ran for 1,444 yards and 18 touchdowns and started to show his receiving prowess, making 39 catches out of the backfield for 300 yards and 2 scores. It was this versatility that caught Coach Belichick's attention and led him to draft White in the 4th round. And that versatility was also a big reason why the Patriots were in Houston and why White was certain his number was going to be called quite a bit by number 12 on this night.